How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. Damian Lillard is one of the best players in the NBA, but often gets left out in the conversation amongst the best point guards of his generation. After an amazing first round series destroying Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard is no longer underrated, but he is still the most underappreciated player this decade. Similar to Steph Curry and Russell Westbrook, Dame wasn't highly recruited out of high school and was regarded as only a two-star prospect by rivals, would accept a scholarship offer to play for Weber State in the Big Sky Conference located in Utah. Drafted 6th overall in the 2012 NBA draft. After 4 seasons with the Wildcats, everybody knew Anthony Davis was gonna go number 1. Predicted AD would easily win the Rookie of the Year, but Lillard, a 22-year-old rookie, already proved why he was one of the best young players in the game. Led all rookies in scoring, putting up 19 a game, also averaged over 6 assists in all 82 games played, broke Steph Curry's rookie record for most 3-pointers, became just the 3rd rookie with at least 1,500 points and 500 assists alongside Oscar Robertson and Allen Iverson. Swept all 6 of the league's Rookie of the Month award, winning it unanimously, immediately earned respect from Kobe Bryant, recognizing how good the 6'3" point guard was. Described him as a killer on the court who's got all the moves, balance, intelligence, is the real deal. By his 2nd season, Lillard averaged 20.7 points, continued to improve with him alongside LaMarcus Aldridge, led Portland to a 21-game improvement, winning 54 games, had an extremely busy All-Star weekend, became the first player to take part in 5 events: the Rising Stars Challenge, Skills Challenge, 3-point shootout, dunk contest, and the All-Star game. Earned himself some recognition by making 3rd team All-NBA. Viewed as a franchise point guard, as the 5th seed in the 4 vs 5 matchup, the Rockets were favored, led by sensation James Harden. Although it was LaMarcus Aldridge who set the tone the first 2 games, Lillard did drop 31 in Game 1 in his playoff debut in a 2-point win. As poised and relaxed as any player in the clutch moment, Dame put the world on notice, hitting the cold-blooded, insane game-winning 3 over Chandler Parsons. With less than a second left, hit nothing but net, the first buzzer-beating shot to win a playoff series since John Stockton against Houston in '97. Portland finally won a playoff series for the first time since 2000. After his game winner, Lillard continued to play all 82 games for his first 3 seasons, but didn't get talked about as much in 2015 since Steph Curry and Golden State made all the headlines as the breakout MVP. Anthony Davis made his first playoff appearance as a superstar. The Blazers had the same players, didn't sign anyone special. Despite winning 51 games, they lost in the first round to the grit and grind Grizzlies team in 5 games. Consider a disappointing season. LaMarcus Aldridge left for San Antonio in free agency. The franchise looked to be heading towards the wrong direction, but Lillard simply doesn't get enough credit for putting the franchise on his shoulder. After losing a 23-point scorer, Dame signed a 5-year $120 million extension, led Portland to a shocking 44 wins, but was snubbed in the All-Star game. It was also Kobe Bryant's last season, and Dame was likely the first man on deck. Thankfully, his backcourt mate CJ McCollum emerged into one of the best 2 guards. Dame averaged over 25 a game, 4 rebounds, nearly 7 assists. It's absolutely insane to me that Lillard wasn't an All-Star in 2016 but made All-NBA 2nd team. James Harden easily made the All-Star team but didn't make any All-NBA team. What a weird scenario. Of the great point guards of this generation in Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving, and Steph Curry, Dame's game has been a little bit of everything. Because Steph is known as the best 3-point shooter the game has ever seen, Dame is arguably the 2nd best long-range shooting point guard. Can pull up from anywhere just like Steph can and drain it, but Curry has better teammates, that's why he's had way more team success. While Dame is easily the 2nd most athletic point guard on the list, Westbrook has crazier dunks, known for his relentlessness, arguably the best athlete playing above the rim out of any point guard we ever seen, and Dame's one of the best finishers in traffic, has the crossover and nice moves, but Kyrie's a little bit better at it and more fancy. Because Lillard's not known for one of those things he's best at is another reason why he doesn't stand out amongst the best. His Blazers made the 2nd round in 2016 after knocking off a banged up Clippers team, lost to Golden State in 5, averaged 31.8 points and 7.6 assists those 5 games. Was snubbed again in the All-Star game the following season, and the king of all snubs was named an injury replacement in 2015, so it was the 3rd straight season he was left out. Was averaging over 26 a game in the first half of the season, but his Blazers underperformed, having under a 500 record for the most part. It was a time when Russ was averaging a triple-double, Kyrie came off winning a championship, knocking down one of the most clutch shots the NBA's ever seen, Steph continued doing Steph things, and even John Wall received more attention. was easily swept in the first round by Golden State. At that point, it seemed like Lillard will be forgotten and was even criticized for staying in Portland since he's old school, unlike some of the superstars today who just goes to different teams trying to join super teams to win. Lillard absolutely deserves more respect. Loyalty and doing everything the right way instead of taking the easy way out is more important for Dame, who wants to stay in Portland and win with Portland. In 2018, Dame was starting to enter his prime, put up 26.9 points, led his Blazers to the 3rd seed in the Western Conference, made first team All-NBA for the first time in his career, tasted a little bit of success, but Lillard suffered the most embarrassing moment of his career, was swept in the first round by Anthony Davis's Pelicans team. Even having home court advantage, was outplayed by Drew Holiday, averaged just 18.5 points a game on 35% shooting. Many wonder, was it finally time to break up the Blazers, who didn't seem to have any hope of playoff success? After a crushing loss like that, many of the top 20 players would quickly demand to be traded, like how AD, Chris Paul, and Carmelo Anthony begged to leave their small market teams when things weren't going well. But Dame acknowledges himself as a team leader, doesn't throw anybody under the bus, and welcomes all the responsibilities that comes with it. In good and bad times, he's always there, and his teammate knows he's all about doing the right thing, doesn't view himself as bigger than anybody else. That's why he's the most underappreciated player of this decade, viewed as someone who doesn't make public headlines. One fan even questioned Lillard's dedication and accused him of not working out last summer because there was no video of him in the gym, where a lot of players post their videos on IG showing their workouts. Lillard clapped back with the perfect response by saying, "My workouts don't require a camera crew." Decided to share his workouts in Los Angeles, show some hilarious footage. Dame continued to have another amazing season, put up over 25 points for the 4th straight year, almost 7 assists. Starting center Yusuf Nurkic suffered a devastating leg injury a couple weeks before the playoffs. Portland still ended up winning 53 games as the 3rd seed in the West closed out the regular season, winning 11 of their last 13 games. Many experts counted out the Blazers in a matchup against OKC, who many thought Portland would lose in the first round for the 3rd consecutive year. A lot was on the line. After a 10-game postseason losing streak and being swept in the first round the last 2 seasons, Dame was once again underestimated. The season before, after rookie Larry Marketing became the fastest player to make 100 3-pointers in 41 games, ESPN showed a graphic of some of the best 3-point shooters where Lillard did it in 44 games. Disrespectfully didn't include Dame on the list. They put Michael Jordan on that list, who's not known as a 3-point shooter, a stupid way just to draw attention. Many even thought Lillard would be viewed as this generation's Baron Davis or Steve Francis, as a score-first point guard, guys who didn't win. But in the first round matchup with Russell Westbrook, it was a moment of truth. Lillard was easily the best player in the series, constantly drained 30-footers like it was nothing, outplayed Russ in the first 2 games, dropped 25 in the 3rd quarter of Game 3, the only game he lost that series, and was just slightly outplayed by Westbrook. But Russ and OKC started to get cocky. Lillard simply made them pay, outscored Russ 24-14 in an easy Game 4 win, had one of the most incredible playoff performances in NBA history, kept his team in the game, had 34 first half points because the ending was so amazing. Many forgot Portland was down 15 with over 7 minutes left, but Dame completely took over in the final seconds, drained an insane 37-footer at the buzzer, his 2nd series clinching buzzer beater, gave him 50 points for the game, an epic way to close out the series and proving why he's better than Russell Westbrook once and for all. And it's not even close. A game winner for the ages, waved goodbye to the visiting Thunder afterwards, letting them know who was boss. Later posted a message on IG, certainly directed at the Thunder point guard, stating, "It is the unemotional, reserved, calm, detached warrior who wins, not the hothead seeking vengeance and not the ambitious seeker of fortune." Now moving on, facing the winner of Denver or San Antonio in the 2nd round, Lillard and the Blazers will have a huge opportunity in advancing to the conference finals for the first time in his career, something John Wall still hasn't done. CP3 didn't do it until his 12th season. After his incredible performance, Damian Lillard absolutely deserves more credit and hype, should easily be a top 5 MVP candidate this season. There were many debates on who was the better scoring point guard between Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving, but nobody ever mentions Lillard in that conversation. You compare their numbers over the last 5 seasons, Lillard obviously has the edge over Kyrie, both for phenomenal talent and are as clutch as anybody, but Kyrie's more exciting to watch with his insane handles. But Lillard's been the more consistent player throughout his career, doesn't miss many games, is the better leader without any distractions amongst his teammates. I gave the edge to Dame, who's also a top 10 player in the NBA right now without question. The 7 best are easily KD, LeBron, Steph, Harden, Giannis, AD, and Kawhi without any specific order. Then I go with Joel Embiid, followed by Dame and Kyrie, ahead of both PG, Russ, and Jokic. Also one of the most clutch players of this generation, Dame Dollar hit plenty of game winners throughout his career ever since he came to the league in 2012 as a rookie, the perfect go-to guy for his team. He's hit countless of clutch shots year after year. There's not 5 player in the league right now I would take over Damian Lillard to hit a 3 with a second left. I even rather have Lillard take the last second shot over Steph Curry. As loyal and low maintenance an NBA superstar there is, Damian Lillard is a guy you love to cheer for. One of the best on-court leaders. He lets his game do all the talking. Will go down as one of the best point guards of his generation and still got plenty of great years left. Will be a future Hall of Famer as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I talk NBA comparisons, amazing storylines, NBA history, and anything basketball that will interest you. If you love the NBA, subscribe for more content, more great stuff coming soon. I love all of you. See you next time. Here we go. Westbrook will tie at 115 on the drive. No good. Portland immediate rebounds. They have a chance to win it. Lillard, 12 seconds. Can the Blazers advance to the semis? Will OKC be eliminated for the 3rd straight season? It's Damian Lillard time. Lillard against George, 3 seconds. Dame, 2 seconds from way downtown. Ah!